tariffs. On Monday, Trump told a group of farmers Deere could face major tariffs if the company outsources jobs to Mexico.
I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company, but as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything.
John Deere just made a move that's stirring both political tensions and concerns across the farming world. By expanding operations into Mexico, the iconic American company is doubling down on a global strategy right as Donald Trump intensifies his campaign to bring jobs back to the U.S. What followed? A fierce response from Trump and a growing divide that's putting farmers, consumers, and investors in a tricky position. So, is this a smart business strategy or a bold defiance of Trump's tariffs? And what does it signal about the future of U.S. manufacturing? Let's break it down. John Deere is shifting some of its production from Iowa to Mexico.
Is moving some production from Iowa to Mexico.
With a new facility expected to be operational by 2026. It will manufacture mid-frame skid steer loaders and compact track loaders, impacting workers in Dubuque, though the full extent isn't yet clear. For many, this isn't just another business decision. John Deere, with its nearly 200-year-old legacy and signature green and yellow equipment, is deeply tied to American farming culture. Yet, the company insists this move isn't about walking away from tradition, it's about adapting to survive. With a $55 million investment in a new manufacturing facility in Ramos Arizpe, Mexico, Deere is playing the long game. The location was chosen for its logistical advantages, available workforce, and proximity to key markets in both North and South America. Labor costs were a major factor. Mexican manufacturing wages are about 70% lower than in the U.S., a tough gap to ignore when competing globally with aggressive rivals like Japan's Kubota and India's Mahindra. But this is about more than payroll. The new plant enhances Deere's supply chain flexibility. With U.S. ports congested and domestic delays increasing, the Mexico facility gives the company faster access to booming Latin American markets, especially in Brazil and Argentina. Deere aims to scale production of compact and mid-sized tractors, which are in rising demand globally. The new plant helps them meet that demand without disrupting domestic operations, offering more scale, speed, and efficiency. While some see this as controversial, Deere sees it as calculated. The numbers speak louder than politics. The company isn't spending $55 million on a whim, it's planting seeds for future growth. Then Trump stepped in.
My leadership, we're going to take other countries' jobs. We're going to bring thousands and thousands of businesses and trillions of dollars in wealth back to the good old USA.
At a recent event, he called out John Deere directly, threatening a 200% tariff on any equipment produced outside the U.S. It was classic Trump, loud, direct, and built to resonate with his base. This wasn't a one-off. Trump has a history of using tariffs to pressure companies. Remember the 25% tariffs on Chinese imports and the trade wars of his first term? Those moves cost the U.S. hundreds of thousands of jobs, disrupted supply chains, and hit farmers hard. Now Deere is in his crosshairs. But unlike some companies that might retreat, Deere didn't back down. No apology, no spin, just a clear message. This is about survival, not betrayal. The company stressed that the Mexico expansion would impact less than 5% of North American production. The vast majority of its large equipment will still be built in U.S. plants, especially in Iowa and Illinois. Their stance: they're not shifting identity, they're expanding capability. Standing still isn't an option in today's market. Still, not everyone was convinced. Some media called it tone deaf, saying that sparring with a presidential frontrunner who commands rural loyalty was risky. But others, like Bloomberg analysts, called the move strategic and future-focused. Wall Street seemed to agree Deere's stock barely budged after Trump's comments. Other companies were watching too. If Deere caved, it could have set a dangerous precedent where political noise overrides business strategy. But by holding firm, Deere tested the limits of political influence on private enterprise. Yet there's an even bigger force at play here: technology. Automation is changing everything.
The use of robots is on the rise, and now they're taking over human jobs.
According to a new report from Oxford Economics, robots are on track to eliminate up to 20 million manufacturing jobs.
The promise of bringing jobs back doesn't hold up when those jobs no longer exist. Even if Deere brought every factory back to the U.S., the jobs would likely go to machines, not people. Modern factories are already highly automated, whether they're in Iowa or Mexico. And farming itself is being transformed. John Deere has invested heavily in autonomous tractors, AI-powered machines, and drone technology. Their new driverless tractor uses GPS, cameras, and software to operate 24/7 with no human required. Electric and hybrid tractors are gaining traction too, especially among younger farmers focused on sustainability.
You a brand new tractor!
No way.
Now instead of people doing manual work like this, they can instead just use this tractor.
What previously took 45 minutes will now just take 45 seconds.
Startups like Monarch Tractor are making sleek, self-driving machines that feel more like tech products than farm equipment.
Insights that the system is providing are enabling all three of those people to do their jobs better and to basically spend less time to get more work done.
Deere is investing in this not as a luxury, but as a necessity. Staying ahead in precision agriculture and robotics is essential to avoid falling behind. So what do you think? Is John Deere making a smart strategic move? Or should they have kept things closer to home? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you found this breakdown helpful, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the forces shaping our world. Until next time, stay sharp and stay curious.